Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Philip Duncan. Well, the windy weather has cleared away from northern New Zealand. It was very windy yesterday and there were over 25,000 power cuts north of Auckland. And the power cuts that we saw around the place were caused by vegetation blowing on power lines. So a reminder, if you've got trees on your property, and that includes you, council and public agencies as well, make sure that you got those trees away from the power lines. It's a collective team effort from everybody to try and reduce those risks. So the winds are easing. High pressure is building and out to sea. Blustery conditions remain, but they're also moving further away from us. Now we've got some colder weather on the way. So look at tonight's departure from normal. Check out the upper North Island, especially Waikato. You are dropping below normal for this time of the year. So we'll be seeing frost up about as far north as the Bombay Hills, maybe just brushing into some parts of South Auckland, around the rural areas there. But as you can see around the lower South Island, it's sort of normal for this time of the year. So if you want to check out frost, you can see this on the Weather Watch website. Go and click on Maps and Radars and you'll drop down, you'll see temperatures. And this is the below zero map. This just gives you a rough idea, and we're actually going to add to it because we want to build around the edges, showing the places that get into still frost territory. So it's not just zero, it's sort of +2 and below. So we'll be working on that, but this is a free thing you can check out. You use the slider. And also go to ruralweather.co.nz, New Zealand's only frost forecaster. This is Waikato, and you can see there a fairly high chance of a frost first thing on Friday morning. So let's move through into Friday itself, and look at this, it changes. So the map you're seeing here, mostly in this sort of yellow territory, +1, +2, +3 maybe, above normal. If you're seeing green, bang on normal for this time of the year. So much for a big cold blast, right? It's gone already. So tonight's cold, tomorrow starts to warm up. And this is how we look on Friday. High pressure is building out in the Tasman Sea, slowly coming towards us. We've still got that cooler southerly flow around the country, but it's, as we've just discovered, not that cold. And as we go into the weekend, nothing changes too much. High pressure drifts closer. There's still a bit of a breeze around the South Island, a couple of showers actually building up on the west coast. They might be there for a little bit of time. And the westerly winds will help push temperatures up even further, including a subtropical element now coming through. By Sunday, that subtropical portion of airflow covering the North Island, it should be mild. The blue line that indicates that cold air is pushing further and further down the country. And when we get into next week, Monday kicks off with kind of more of the same. High pressure to the north, it's a big high, 1032, linking with another high, 1032. So those two are joined up. There's a little bit of convergence in the middle. That's when the winds sort of meet and you end up with a little bit of rain in that area. And then we've got this low out here, which as we go through next week, you see it deepens, right? Starts to get bigger. So Sydney's got some warnings coming out now about gale force winds and rain. It's not going to be much of an issue for us though. We've got high pressure over us, and now we fast forward right through until next Saturday. I think it's July 18. Double check that. But as you can see, we've got that rain coming down. This is coming out of the subtropics. So this is really mild stuff coming down into places like Auckland with the water storage dams that need that rain. So not a bad forecast overall. We've got a nice balancing act, dry weather on the way for many parts of the country, a bit of a warm up, and then maybe some rain coming through for those areas that still are in a rainfall deficit. That's all from me. We'll see you again on Friday with the latest.